Alright, y'all boys, what's up? It is JMMA here, back here with another one, and I got some breaking news. Fucking Jake Paul just signed with the PFL. Before we get into the video, like, comment, subscribe, share. If you know, join the family, join the gang. If you don't know what the PFL is, Professional Fight League, is what Killer Harrison, Anthony Pettis, trying to think, Bubba Jenkins, Brendan, I don't know how to say his last name, it starts with an L, Shane Burgos, Mullen Rise. They got a couple of good guys. I think Thiago Santos just signed to the PFL as well. Killer Harrison just lost. So it's a really good league. I like the production side. It's very new and fresh. I really feel like they have the UFC beat as far as production. You see that the UFC is trying to up it, probably because of the PFL. But Jake Paul has now signed to the PFL. They're gonna give him his own fucking division. It's gonna be called the Super Fight division. And Ariel Helwani has said that the fighters that fight in that division will get 50% of the pay-per-view cut. That's fucking game changing right there. That is game changing. I don't know if it's a game changing enough. I see the finesse Jake Paul is trying to do. I don't know if it's game changing enough to where it's gonna outbeat the UFC or get the UFC to get people to gravitate towards the PFL, because the PFL is not that mainstream, but the PFL is taking the right directions. They're on ESPN. They got the ESPN deal. I believe they're with the Zone now. They do a good job at marketing. So I'm very interested to see where it is. Anthony Pettis has offered his services to fight Jake Paul, and I really want to see that fight. I think that would be a really good fight for Anthony Pettis, because he's just gonna fucking calf kick the shit out of Jake Paul. I really want to see. Yeah, I'm just playing. But the real reason why Jake Paul has signed to the PFL is because he wants to fight Nate Diaz. He understands how much money is in the Nate Diaz fight. He has said that he offered Nate Diaz a 2-fight contract, basically. So one fight, the first fight is going to be in boxing, and then a second fight they can do MMA. But I don't understand why he wants to fight Nate. Nate just got out of a fucking MMA contract to not do MMA, and then he's gonna fucking, he didn't do that. I think he has his own fight league. He has a couple of like CBD businesses and things like that, a couple of business ventures. He just fucking left the UFC to get out of fucking MMA. Why the fuck would he go back to the PFL? That makes no sense to me. I don't think Nate would do it just because he just fucking left the UFC he said he wants to take a break from MMA, and then he just goes to the fucking PFL. I don't think he would do no shit like that. I don't think it's gonna happen this year. Maybe probably like next year or something. I don't see Nate fighting in MMA. He just fucking retired to get away from MMA, so I don't see him doing it. But I'm very interested to see where this goes, because Killer Harrison just lost. So the PFL needs a fucking star. Jake Paul brings star power. Jake Paul brings eyes. Let's be honest. I don't like Jake Paul, but he brings eyes. All right, he's gonna bring a lot of eyes to the fucking PFL. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll say this: the minute Jake Paul loses, it's GG's. So they're gonna have to, what they did with Clarissa Shields, they're gonna have to do with Jake Paul. But at the same time, Clarissa Shields almost lost. So what they did with Clarissa, they're gonna have to do with Jake Paul. Out of 185 and 170 in PFL is actually pretty good weight classes. I don't know where Jake Paul is gonna fight. Even 205 is kind of stacked. They're not gonna give him any prime contenders anyways, but I don't know. We'll see. I saw Matt Frivola, he said he wants to see him fight Shane Burgos. Nobody want to see that shit, man. Shane Burgos gonna run through he gonna beat the shit out of Jake Paul. Nobody don't see Shane Burgos and beat the shit out of Jake Paul. But I don't know, man. It's pretty interesting. It's shaking up the MMA, bro. We haven't had fight 3 to 4 weeks without fights. You got fucking all this shit happening. You got motherfucking Jake Paul signing with the PFL. You got the Dana White situation. You got motherfucking something about Killer Harrison and Ali is about to come out about some politics shit, some fighter. There's a bunch of shit going on. Fucking MMA is all over the place right now. But let me know down below in the comments what y'all think, man. I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting. But like, comment, subscribe, man. Share if you're new. Join the family, join the gang. I'll see y'all boys next time, man. Y'all boys stay up, stay blessed. It has been Jim. Let me do something productive with your day. Beating your week is not productive. See y'all boys next time, man. It's been Jim.